BookTube games! Yay! So this is my BookTube games TBR list. Better late than never. I am a little late in posting this and making this because I've been traveling for the last few weekends, but now I am back and just in time to watch the Super Bowl. So I'm on Team Ketterdam, yay! And we are totally gonna win this thing. And I checked out a bunch of books from the library. I put holds on some of the longest books I could find, and I am so ready to read all these books for February. So here is my very long TBR. So first of all, I'm currently reading Blue Lily Lily Blue in the Raven Cycle series. So far the series has been amazing, and I'm kind of dragging out finishing it because it's such a good book series and I don't want it to end. So I have this book and the Raven King to finish, so I have both of them to finish for February. So I got the Hazelwood and the Wicker King because the covers looked very similar and I thought they were a series. Apparently they're not. They're not even by the same author, but I'm still excited to read both of them because I've heard good things about both. So they are both on my TBR. I have From First Draft to Finished Novel and The Story Cure because I am currently editing my NaNoWriMo work in progress, and I'm hoping to get the next draft going and everything, so I've checked out these books. They're short, but they're for personal, so they still count toward the BookTube games, so definitely going to count them. So next I have The Cruel Prince, which I'm really excited to read because I've heard a lot of opinions on it on Twitter, and I've heard a lot of people love it, a lot of people don't like it, so I'm really excited to read it for myself and see what I think. We Are Okay by Nina LaCour. I am excited to read this. It's a short book, but I've heard it's really good, and one of my classmates is also reading it at the same time, so I can't wait to discuss it with her. So these are definitely going to get me some pages in. I checked out City of Lost Souls and City of Heavenly Fire. I'm still working through the Shadowhunter series, so I can't wait to read both of these and continue on with the series, and definitely add up to the pages. Next on my list of books, I have Smack Dab in the Middle of Maybe. This is actually written by one of my best friend's relatives. I think her aunt or something. It is a young adult, I think middle grade book, which is totally cool. I love reading middle grade books. One of my favorite books in the world is middle grade. So I can't wait to read it. Next on my list is Batman Nightwalker. I actually have a copy of Catwoman, Soul Stealer, but I haven't read this one, so this is definitely going up. Next, I've read this before, but it's got a fair amount of pages, and I'm applying for colleges and doing college stuff right now, and she goes to college, so I was like, hey, no better time to reread it, so yeah. Also, I can't wait for Wayward Son to release, so I'm really excited for that, so I'm rereading Fangirl. Next, I have Arch Enemies by Marissa Meyer. I have Renegades, but I haven't read the sequel yet, even though it's been out for like a while, so it's high time I get on with that. It has a solid amount of pages, so definitely going to help me for the BookTube games. I have Lifelike and Nevernight. I've heard good things about both, and I really love the Illuminae series, so I figured it's high time I read these. I have Heartless by Marissa Meyer. I've heard from Melody Jackson that she's been wanting to read this. I don't know if she's read it yet or not, but I love Marissa Meyer. I love the Lunar Chronicles series, so I figured I would give this a shot. I also have Shiver by the same author of the Raven Cycle, so I definitely wanted to read more of her work because it was amazing. Also, right now, I am reading The House of Hades, and I'm going to read The Blood of Olympus just because I decided to do a major Percy Jackson reread in the car because none of my library books downloaded, and that series was the only series I had downloaded on my Kindle. So I started it last weekend, and I'm continuing it this weekend, and I'm about to be finished. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. That is my BookTube TBR, and I will see you next Monday. Time for me to make like a tree and leaf. Nature of Pages out. Bye!